Hey guys.
Hello.
We're back. And it's like 3 months since we went to Disney.
Yep.
And it's sad. So we're filming more videos now. We're trying to reminisce on our trip.
Fill the void.
Basically.
It is hot and gross outside, so we are inside the cool house filming videos.
So today we are going to talk about our top 3 dining experiences.
And our plans for 2017.
Yeah.
Because we're planning to go back again next year. So we're starting the trip planning now because if you don't plan your Disney trips 8 months out.
Are you even going to Disney?
Yeah.
So, yeah, these are our top 3 dining places that we went to. Just, like, places that we're most likely going to go back to next time because we like them so much. And we'll give reasons why, like price, food, and especially with our specialty diet.
Yeah, and actually we didn't eat as much as we thought last trip because we ended up getting sick in the beginning of it. So these places definitely, we would have had more on our list, but
we ate Mickey pretzels for most of the trip, and you would know that if you checked out our vlogs from the trip. Insert card up here.
Oh, and because I got so many comments on it, I actually found our second Jonas Brothers 2008 World Tour shirt here while I'm back home, so I figured I'd wear it for this video.
Okay.
Also because I'm too pale for the camera.
Joe Bros. So we're actually going to talk about Disney now. I'll start with my top 3 because we're both going to have top 3s.
We're going to do top 3. Okay, I changed my top 3.
Okay.
I'm ready. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is 1900 Park Fair. We went for breakfast, and why it is on my list is because it's really cheap. It was like, it's a $30 buffet at the Grand Floridian, and you got to meet 5 characters. You met Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Alice in Wonderland,
Mad
Hatter, and Mary Poppins. You're in the Grand Floridian because, you know, we can't afford it, so.
It is really nice to go and walk around the Grand Floridian and just kind of get a taste of what it's like. And
it was really easy to get reservations, and I think it was just the price for me. $30, we got, you know, a huge plate of fruit and all this other stuff, but now that we're vegan,
the food is really good.
And I've heard that the Chef TJ, I think it is, who's like the vegan chef.
Oh, I've heard about him, yeah.
He's at 1900, I'm pretty sure, so I definitely want to go back and see him. So that's my 3.
The only reason that wasn't high on my list is, I don't know if it was just our experience, but all of the characters came at the same time.
But they came right at the beginning. Which
at the very beginning, we literally got, I think, 4 of the 5 characters within 5. They just came.
Like, Summer was at the buffet, I was like, Summer!
Yeah, so
Winnie the Pooh!
So we sat down, I went to the buffet, and as I was at the buffet, I see, because it's not a very big restaurant, so they kind of were
They rotated very quickly.
So all of a sudden it was like, and then finally, after all the characters are gone, we got to eat. So that was,
and it was good. And they didn't repeat. Yeah, so what's your 3?
My number 3 was Boma. First of all, disclaimer, I'm an Animal Kingdom lover. I call myself the Animal Kingdom hoe. And going to the Animal Kingdom Lodge for me was really exciting, and it made, if Boma was not in the Animal Kingdom Lodge, I don't think I would like it as much. Really good selection. We were exhausted when we went, so I kind of want to go again and kind of give it a second chance because
we were also a little sick.
We were so tired and a little sick, but what I did have was so good. I was vegetarian. Tons of options. If you're a vegetarian or if you have a restrictive diet, Boma has so many options. Everything I had was amazing. The theming in the restaurant, the staff was so nice. They were super busy the night we went. Our reservations were pushed.
I didn't give it my 3rd.
Our reservations were pushed almost 45 minutes late, but the manager was so sweet about it and so nice, and I really had a good, and just the atmosphere.
Being able to go to the Animal Kingdom Lodge, because it is the deluxe resort that's like really far away from everything else, like that made me want to go stay there, like definitely. Like I was a little but like when we have money, or if Disney ever wants to sponsor a trip for us. My number 2 is Ohana. Number 2, and it's my number 2 because, like, it has nothing to do with the food. The food was really good, but the service was wanky, and Summer's gonna defend this because, like, and I get where it's coming from, but the guy had so many tables that we were overlooked, and our dietary issues were not really taken into account. They were throwing meat on our table at first, and then we never got like noodles. Like no, but like I think it was just because we were a table of 2. families, you could tell they gave more attention to. And I mean, that's what I picked up. I felt larger groups were given way more attention. But besides that, it's still on my list because the food was incredible. Even though if you're vegan or vegetarian or have any sort of dietary issue, once you get past like bad service, the food is amazing. They got hummus platters and stir-fried vegetables. We didn't get the noodles. Besides the point.
The bread pudding.
Which we can't have now.
I'm gonna go. I'll tell my Ohana story later.
But it was really nice. The Polynesian is a beautiful resort.
Again, it gave us a chance to go. We would have not been able to go to the Polynesian or the Grand Floridian, and you're only there for a little bit, but it's enough time to get the feel of the resort just to see, and it gets you out of. It lets you see more of Disney without having to be like, all right, we're going to spend the whole day going to resorts.
Summer, you moved to number 2.
My number 2 was Columbia Harbor House. I feel like all of our recommendations, we took them off of other YouTubers and other planners who everyone kind of had the same recommendation. Columbia Harbor House was, first of all, their lighthouse sandwich. Lighthouse? No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the lighthouse sandwich, which is hummus, broccoli slaw, and tomatoes on like this really good bread. It was huge, it was cheap, it was filling, and it was different cuisine. So there's fish, there's lobster, there's salmon, there's chickens. Chicken pot pie I've heard is really good there. So if you have people who don't want to eat another burger, that's really good. And the nice part about it, the thing that I liked most, is we went upstairs. It was dead quiet upstairs.
Oh, it was so nice.
Oh yeah, Disney talks about this in their thing that they always go upstairs to this one table. I think it was one of the same tables we were at. It's quiet, it's dead, you can charge your phone, and you can look out the window to Liberty Square.
Or like PhilharMagic, like there's like either
side. Whatever side you're on.
Also, the service there was...
Yeah, we had a really good... It's in your vlog, right? The girl that was singing?
Yeah. And they were really nice. They messed up...
Sorry.
They messed up Summer's order, and she got chips and fries, no extra charge, you know. Yeah. They're not like stingy with that stuff, and the food was really good.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Be Our Guest. And if you like see like what I got there was like a kid's like macaroni cheese thing because I like didn't want that much food, but it is hands down the atmosphere. Yeah. Like if you are a Fantasyland person, a Beauty and the Beast person, like you have to stay here because it's on the more expensive side. We went for lunch, but everything was just on point. You order early, pre-order your food because you skipped the line. We got to sit in the ballroom.
That's another, can you do like a little like graphic like tip we realized
if I can edit correctly
is order on the app. You can order up to 5 minutes in advance on the My Disney Experience app or on your computer up to 5 minutes before your reservation time, and they give you either a yellow rose or a red rose. If you have the yellow rose, it means you ordered in advance. And the reservation line, you all have reservations, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the people who need to order, since you got to go on the kiosk and type in everything, the line stretched out the castle. And
we just went for like regular people, but it wasn't.
We went right, boop, in.
We paid. We found a spot in the ballroom, and I love the fact that like there's 3 different rooms, and it's just so well themed, and everybody's so nice. And I love that we got all our food at once.
Yeah.
So once we got our food, we took our time, we enjoyed it. It's like I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. That was
so
really fun.
that was my number 1. And
my number 1 is Ohana, and I've heard many people say it's like overrated or it's like live the hype, but Ohana was hands down, take everything away, probably the best meal I've ever had in my life. And
Whoa!
Talking about the food only, and I did not even get to try the giant rum drink and the pineapple, which next trip, we're going right there as soon as we hop off the plane. I was 3 weeks shy of 21, and I was just watching everyone get these giant pineapples, and I was so jealous. So like, I loved it even without the pineapple drink. But the reason I loved Ohana is that's the kind of food, that kind of Hawaiian, Polynesian,
like island food. Like
yeah, the tofu was some of the best cooked tofu I've ever, probably the best cooked tofu I've ever had. We didn't get the noodles and whatever. The hummus was great. The
Summer overlooked the service. I didn't. That's honestly the only difference.
And here's my thing about the service is I've been a waitress for 2 years. I've worked in other forms of food service before that. I heard our waiter say to the table next to us that the food runner for that section wasn't there. Either called out, got left, was sick, I don't know. So our waiter, I watched him get quadruple sat. 4 tables sat down at once. And one of them was 7 people. 4 at once. So he had to do drinks for 4 people, bread for 4 people, appetizer for 4 people, all while also running food for not only these 4 people, but his entire other section, because his food runner was out.
I know, I feel bad, but like out of the entire equation, we were the table that kept getting missed. We missed our bread, we missed we missed everything.
The bread is the host's fault. So my thing with Ohana is, I have been, the host was supposed to give us the bread, didn't give us the bread.
Come on, host.
That, yes, for a Disney restaurant and for the kind of money we spent on it, the service should have been better, but I've also been in situations in my own job experience where someone calls out and it's like, what, you know, it's not like we saw our guy in the corner on his cell phone not bringing us our food. I know. I will stand by my meal at Ohana, and I
didn't
stand
say
by
it was bad. I just said the service was bad.
No. I will just stand by just people saying it's overrated or that it's bad. No, it's good.
I would definitely say no. Like, go. The food is worth it. Those were our top 3 restaurants, and then we just kind of wanted to hint at our 2017 trip because we are planning one.
Nothing's booked, nothing's definite. We're still waiting because leave it to my university to not know when the commencement date's going to be.
But
so
you know,
we're
shooting for late May, early June again, and with the 2017 dining plan changes, which is the regular dining plan, you now get 2 snacks, a table service credit, and a quick service credit. We have decided that we want to do the dining plan. And I'm going to say we're going to do the dining plan not just because of the 2 snacks, because we will take advantage of those snacks, but because even as sisters, like, I feel like if you're going as a family and you have, like, joint bank accounts, totally fine, spend money out of pocket, but, like, the entire trip we were paying out of pocket trying to remember, like, splitting things and, like, who paid for what, and, like, that was too stressful. So we're going to do the dining plan.
Yeah, it's also something we've always wanted to try, and we just want to see, because there's so many. Is it right for me? Is it wrong for me? Oh, we just want to try it and see, and if it's like...
If it's wrong for us, like...
Also, we realized we really like buffets, and we really like having a sit-down meal a day.
And we want to do hoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
So...
And so it's worth it to kind of pay...
For us it is, because we...
Plus we want to we just want
to do it!
We want to see if it really is... I just think is worth it. I really just think that the mentality of, oh, okay, it's all going to be free once we get there, yeah.
We want that inclusivity of everything.
Yes.
So we'll keep you updated, because we're definitely going to have planning videos when we start to book.
I mean, we already have this trip planned 3 different ways, 3 different dates, 3 different... Like, we have, but...
We'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
So I hope that our reviews have helped you guys. If you're like, maybe should I go to this place? Maybe I shouldn't. Just go.
I hope you enjoyed our rant about the Ohana service.
Oh, yeah. Ohana, we'll come back and I know you'll do better.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I hope you guys liked it. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Disney videos and probably New York videos and all that good stuff.
Because someone's moving here, so
I'm moving to New York City. Yay. So yeah, we'll see you next time. We're actually about to film another video.
You'll see us in these same outfits.
Bye.